What's up, 6th grade students? This is Mr. Foster, and I am one of the committee members for the Saline Middle School 6th grade Kickball Classic, and we're really happy to announce that after a one-year COVID hiatus, the Kickball Classic is back here for all 6th grade students, and we're really excited today to be doing a live bracket reveal for all of you. Okay, before we kind of dive into the specifics, want to mention a few things. Number one, be thinking about sportsmanship starting right now. We are all classmates. We're all friends. We are all Saline Hornets, and we want to make sure that sportsmanship is at the forefront all the way through the process. Number two, there's going to be a boys bracket and a girls bracket. So even though we are revealing the one overall bracket right now, please know that this is going to be divided into a boys bracket and then a girls bracket. Each one will start the exact same way. Third, be reaching out to your teachers for more rules and information. They've got all the goods and all the skinny when it comes to all of that. So look for a lot more information to come from your actual homeroom teachers. Let's go ahead and let's take a peek at the bracket. One big change that we have this year, and this is really exciting, we kind of have an opening day to the Kickball Classic. We have what's called the kickoff to kickball matchup. We have 9 total teams that are going to be competing this year, and the first 2 that I draw today are going to be competing in opening day, the kickoff to kickball matchup. The winners of those 2 games, one from the boys and one from the girls, will move on to take on their next opponent, which will be right there again. We have 9 total teams in the bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's going to be an awesome Kickball Classic this year. Let's get to it. What I have in this bin right here are all of the 9 teams that are going to be competing this year. The first 2 that I draw will be in our opening day kickoff to kickball matchup, and then from there on out, the 3rd through the 9th, they're going to go here and then straight down the bracket. And we will be communicating with you on days and times and all of those things and all of the rules as we go. And just don't forget that as we travel through the process, sportsmanship is number one. Let's get to it, everybody. Team number 1, who is going to go straight to our opening day kickoff to kickball matchup, is going to be Team Gearbaugh. She will be competing in her first ever Kickball Classic due to the 2020 COVID pandemic. And as we go, I'm just going to kind of be popping these names in. So we have Gearbaugh right there, okay? This is, again, going to be her first Kickball Classic. And I know she's really excited, and all the students from Team Gearbaugh are too. Who are they going to face? Now, obviously, a Harrison draw here could cause some conflict. So let's see what we have. Who is Gearbaugh going to be facing in opening day? And it is going to be Schwarzenberger, everybody. Team Schwarzenberger going to face off the longest name that's in the tournament. We're going to have a Gearbaugh-Schwarzenberger first round matchup. Schwarzenberger is definitely bringing years and years of baseball, softball, kickball knowledge to the table. I know that she's going to have her group ready. So we've got our opening day kickoff to kickball matchup set, Gearbaugh and Schwarzenberger. They're going to be playing on kind of, again, opening day. It's going to be fun. We can all check that game out a little bit, have the live stream going. Going to be big. Here we go. Now we're just going to go straight down the bracket. Now, this next team, they're going to face the winner of the Gearbaugh-Schwarzenberger opening day. Let's see who the winner of that team will face. And we have Harrison. Now, wouldn't this be an interesting matchup if Gearbaugh, either their boys or girls, were to move on, and we'd have a Gearbaugh-Harrison matchup. Mr. Harrison is going to be managing his squad in his first ever Kickball Classic for 6th grade. And I know he's going to be keeping a keen eye on that opening game to kind of brush up on a few things and also to scout. Here we go. So now, moving into basically the rest of our bracket now. We're just going to be moving straight down. So the next 2 teams that I draw, they're going to be playing each other. Here we go. Next up, Mr. Pete, bringing quite a few years of kickball experience now to the table. He already has been practicing during their recess times, so I know that they're ready to go. And here we go. Who will Mr. Pete take on? A Collins draw here could be interesting. A Pete Collins matchup, an early matchup. Foster, here I am right here. All right. It's going to be valuable with me being on the kickball committee. I might know a few rules that maybe Mr. Pete's not sure about, so maybe we can use that to our advantage. But we've got a Pete Foster round one matchup for both the boys and the girls, remember. Let's keep on moving. Next matchup is going to be Coach Collins and her squad. You know this group's going to be ready. Coach Collins, former PE teacher. Kickball is just part of her pedigree. She's going to be ready to go. They're going to take on the Cicero Palazzolo group. We've got the Cicero and Palazzolo group. I don't know how to pronounce Palazzolo or spell it. So we'll do that. There we go. I know they're coming in ready. They've been very excited about this opportunity. Both are volleyball coaches. How can that transfer to the kickball field? I think it can. They're going to be ready. I know that this is going to be Miss Cicero's first kickball classic, and I think Miss Palazzolo has competed in a few of them now. So they're going to bring that experience together. In our last game, down here at the bottom of the bracket, we've got Vaccaro. Oh, you know what? This is going to be interesting because the last one is Streeter. Vaccaro versus Streeter. They are teammates unless they are on the kickball field opposing each other. So it's going to be Vaccaro Streeter. And I tell you what, these two are going to have to put their friendship aside when they meet up on the kickball field, because once you get out there, besides sportsmanship, of course, it's all on the line. So we've got our kickball classic. Total bracket is all set. Excited for the Gearboss Schwarzenberger opening day matchup. And then that leads us right into our normal bracket play with a lot of big matchups early. Again, the Vaccaro Streeter team matchup, that's going to be interesting. They're going to have a lot of sportsmanship talks there, I assume. And the Cicero Palazzolo group coming from virtual, this is going to be an away game for them. How are they going to respond once they get out to that playground? Going to be interesting. Lots of great things happening here. Be looking for more information from your homeroom teacher, and looking forward to a great 6th grade 2021 Kickball Classic.